When you live in a van, every single inch matters. Of course, this van is not perfect. We talked about it last week with the 5 things I'd do differently, but this week, I'm talking about the 5 things that I think I totally nailed. Those ideas are smart, they're functional, and I think they're good ideas for your builds. So if you are working on your van or you're planning to build one yourself, listen up and steal my ideas, because I think they're very good. Come on down. Number 5 of the things that are perfect with this van is the fact that the bed is sideways. I know, it sounds kind of simple and stupid, but it is simple stupid. You have to try to avoid building your bed that way because otherwise you are cutting so much of the kitchen space and of the living area with a bed that is your height, basically. So if you are able to find a truck that is your height in width, this is the first game changer you're going to have for your van, because this is how I managed to have all this open space and all this kitchen area and all those countertops, because I can literally lay down sideways here. So the ProMaster is the widest van you can get. I think it's 75.6 inch inside when it's naked. So when you build the walls, we talked about it last week, you're going to lose around 2 to 4 inches total. So when you're buying your chassis or when you're drawing your van, at least try to have your bed sideways like that when you draw. That's the first win you're going to have. So number 5, try to get your bed sideways, look for a wide chassis, and then draw your van with -4 inches because of the insulation of the walls. I'm not going to build another van another way if I can have access to a sideway bed. People offered me to rent some Sprinter vans. People offered me to work on narrower truck. And I'm always like, is there a way you think we can get a sideway bed like that? Otherwise, I'm not sure we're going to be comfortable with a very short kitchen and a very short interior. So there you go. Sideway bed. Try it out. I don't think I'll ever live without a sideway bed ever again. Number 4 is probably the smartest thing that my father and I came up with in the last few years. Previously, in the previous 21st van that we built, when people asked for a dinette, we used to leave a little headroom on top of everybody's head by having benches all the way to the floor. At some point, my father and I looked at each other and we were like, we don't need headroom when we're sitting down at the dinette. We just need to be able to fit comfortably, and that's it. Why would you need headroom when you're already sitting down? So we decided to rise the floor where the benches are in order to create space for subfloor drawers. The subfloor drawers in this van are made for outside cooking, but you can basically put every kind of exterior material in there. So you have all my cans and tuna cans and bean cans in there, but you also have an exterior cooking setup right here with all the, fuel and propane that you would use to cook outside. Yesterday we went on a washboard road, so everything is a bit displaced, but you get the picture. You can do all your shrimp tacos, your salmon dishes, everything that smells a little weird. You do that here since you have subfloor storage now. So I think number 4, and I don't think we're going to go back, we are going to build every dinette subfloor with a little space for people to do whatever they want at the back of their van from now on. So steal that idea, please. I do not want to see overhead space on your dinettes anymore. What the hell do we do with that cabinet and the door? And after a few days of drawing, we literally drew this 3-in-1 bench here. So the first function of this whole thing is a bench. So you can literally sit down on a 4-inch mattress right here for hours if you want to read. But mainly people sit here when they want to help me edit videos. Second function is my camera box. So this whole drawer was built around a Nano Case 935. So every time we're on a shoot and I need to have a quick access to all my gear, I just open my door, unlock it, bam, camera, lenses, batteries, microphones, everything is in there for major shoots. And it doesn't take any space because once it's in there, I just forget about it. When we do all the cooking, all the living, all the drinking with friends, this disappears like this, and you have all your living room. Now, third function, this thing is also a day bed because you can take this out, bring it all the way up to here. I have to drop my mic. Boom. And then you have a second mattress like this one that slides up to here. So you have, sorry, the microphone was kind of far from my mouth. So you have a 2 feet by 5 feet 5 day bed here. And it's very helpful because when you travel with smaller people or when you have a kid in the van or when you're sitting with many friends, you like to have those mattresses and those places where you can just lay down a little bit. So this is a 3-in-1. 3-in-1, bench for assistance, camera gearbox, and a little day bed when you want to travel with someone small or a kid or friends that don't really care. And that's it. Number 2 is how seamless and functional the walls are with the window covers. In this van, for the first time, we cut rounded window covers like this in order to frame the walls. When we started working with Overnight Supply, they developed a magnet system for hooking up all the insulation and window covers that they now make for all the cargo vans that you can think of. And when I say this is one of the best wins in this van, first, they're easy to use, and second, they are very effective. They obviously cut out all the light from the exterior, but I've been living in this van for 5 months, and even when it's super warm outside, the van always feels kind of cool. And when it's super cold outside, the van always feels kind of warm. Looks kind of obvious, but it's very nice to have functional window covers with very simple aesthetic wall style. And the number one thing of the things that we did perfectly in this van is obviously this office setup. Since I built it, I hardly ever work from home anymore. I don't even know what work from home means. I mean, my clients call, they're like, can you come tomorrow? And I'm like, sure. And I can stay forever because I have everything here to work, everything here to eat, and everything there to sleep. In this little office, I have drawers for my batteries, my laptop, my connectors, my chargers, my keyboards, my mouses. Having this in your truck, a sit-down, fully functional office is just a game changer for myself, but also for many people that I know that work on the road. And on top of that, when you don't use the monitor, you can literally just put it down like you saw at the beginning of this segment, and you can use this as a little solo place where you can eat your dinner when you don't want to switch your bed into a dinette. It's just very flippin' nice to be able to be 100% functional in the wild. Honestly, if I had to rebuild a van, I don't think I would go without this, because once you taste the 100% fully functional setup, you can't go back. Look, I'm walking into the frame. So these are the 5 ideas that we will absolutely remake in the future builds that we're gonna do. They're good ideas, simple, aesthetic, and functional. If you ask me tomorrow to rebuild this, those 5 things are gonna stay no matter what. So if you are building your van right now, or if you're planning to build one soon, feel free to steal those ideas. I won't be mad. And if you have questions, just ask them in the comment section below, because so far, so good. In 2025, I answer 100% of your questions. Have a good week. The weather is kind of shitty, baby. This is a shitty weather. I'm here because I want to avoid shitty weather, but now this is... We decided to... C'est beau. C'est un beau Toyota, ça, câlisse. What the hell do we do? What's funny, man? Number 5 of the things that are perfect with this van is the fact. So, every single inch matters. In... Tabarnak! Ça paraît que je suis fatigué, man.
Pas grave.
Je performe.